What's up, guys? So today I had an amazing session with the Maximize Business Coaching launch hour, power launch hour, right? This is organized by the Maximize Business Bootcamp, where they have participants come on every Monday to hear from one of the consultants. So today we had an amazing session and several questions were asked, and I felt like it would be nice to share those with people that were unable to attend, and just for some other business people out there. The very first, well, not first question, I'm just going any order for the ones I can remember. But one of the questions that they wanted to know was, do you have to hire a CPA within your location? That's where you operate your business. I think that's a really good question, because sometimes people always want that in-person meeting with their CPA. I think it comes down to differences in personalities. Now, I personally don't think it matters. I think what the focus should be is on the value being added. Technology has taken away a lot of those barriers that we could have had before, where you had to be in a CPA's office having eyeball to eyeball conversation. Now we have Zoom, right? We have Microsoft Teams. We have a lot of tools that we can leverage, and it's taken away all those geographical barriers. Now, if you prefer someone, if you're old school, you prefer someone that you can go into their office, sit down, see them in person, have a conversation, that's fine. Then you want to get a CPA in the area that you operate your business. But if you're someone who is, more focused on the value, don't limit yourself. If you have someone, in California, New Mexico, wherever, who understands your industry, who is able to add value, and who you've done your research and found out that they can really make a difference in the quality of advice and support that they give to businesses of your kind, then by all means go ahead and hire them. The goal is to have someone that can add value to what you're doing. Another question that was asked was, how often should you be looking at your financial statements? Now, this is a really good question, because sometimes there are people whose businesses have very limited transactions, very few transactions, and they're like, do I need to be constantly spending time looking at my financial statements? Well, the big part is usually, the easy answer, no, not the big one, but the easy answer accountants will always give you is it depends, right? But if you ask me, every month should be a normal practice for you, irrespective of the size of your business. Now, the only reason I said it depends is because you have some people that only have 2 transactions a month, right? They have money coming, they pay themselves. So in that case, if you're telling this person you have to be checking your statements every month, they're like, what's the value in that? But do I think you should be checking your statements every month? Absolutely. Just because you never know, if everything is being captured, especially if you've hired a third-party service to provide bookkeeping for you. You want to be looking at your profit and loss statement. You want to understand what's coming in every month and what's going out. You also want to make sure that you're looking at your balance sheet. You want to make sure that depreciation is being captured, interest payments that you're making, and those kind of things. You want to stay on top of that. And then lastly, you also want to review your cash flow statements, because you want to know if if your business has enough cash to cover its expenses, because running a business takes money, right? And if you don't have enough money coming in and out, or enough cash available to cover your bills, that could be quite a bit of trouble for your business. And talking of depreciation, someone also asked about being able to take off depreciation, write-off depreciation in her business, especially people that have like the mixed expenses, those expenses that they like, things like using their car, like assets that they use for both their business and also use it personally, or people that have the home office and they have, it's their home but they also have an office at home, if they can write off depreciation. And absolutely you can. The answer is yes. This is why whenever you're leveraging an asset for your business, or you're using your asset, there's a loss of value that is created as a result of using that asset. And so for that reason, you want to be able to recognize that loss in value. That's really what depreciation is. Depreciation is you recording the loss in value of your asset as a result of using it for your business. So if you're using your car for your business, of course you should also be able to write off depreciation based on the percentage of use for your business. So if you use your car both personally and for business, of course you're not going to be writing off the full depreciation for that time period, or depending on the depreciation that you choose, right? There are different types. There's the bonus, the 179 and all of that, and then your standard depreciation. Just make sure whatever you're writing off is in percentage, is directly correlated to how much you use your car for your business. And kind of same with your home office, right? Once you do the entries of the percentage of, you know, of how much space your office takes, and then the total square footage of your home, and you get that percentage, you apply that across the board to depreciation, mortgage interest, if you're paying rents, to your rents, utilities, right, electricity, and all of those kind of things. Okay, I hope that helps. And then the last one, when we talked about hiring a CPA, I did emphasize that as a business owner, you have to make sure that you're hiring a CPA whose license is active. And the reason is because there'll come a time where you might need your CPA to write a letter for you to the bank, or mortgage statement, or do a review. Again, you know, with all these things, so we have different laws when it comes to the AICPA board on what we can write or not write. But you always want to make sure that your CPA's license is active. And so they asked me where you can check. There's a website called, is it CPA Verify? Verify CPA. Hold on. Let me look for it. I need to Google this. Hold on, you guys. It's called CPAverify.org. So if you get a CPA and you want to make sure that their license is active, reach out to them, ask for their full names in the order in which is on their license, ask for their license number. You can go into that website and you can see what's on that website as far as their license, if it's still active or not. Why is this important? This is extremely important because for us to keep our licenses active, we have to continuously take CPEs, right? Continuous professional education, because we need to know what's happening, the new laws and all of that, so we can add value to what you're doing. So if you have a CPA who is not taking these classes, who is not continuously improving their wealth of knowledge, right? I mean, how do you expect them to be able to give you advice that will align with where your business is at, as well as the laws, you know, that are constantly changing, especially the tax laws? So it's very crucial that when you're hiring a CPA, make sure that your CPA is one who is licensed and whose license is active. So they don't come a day when you need a letter from a licensed CPA and you can't get one because your CPA cannot provide that kind of value, okay? So it was such a good time. For those who got to watch this video to the end, thank you for watching. I told everyone I have a couple of classes coming up this summer. I cannot wait. I'm going to be doing a course of how you can hire your kids, both the kids that are under 18 and the kids that are over 18, how you can leverage summer travels for your business expenses. I'll be having a lot of courses too for nonprofits. Make sure you stay tuned, you know, get on our website, you know, save our Eventbrite page so that when all those classes pop up, you can be one of the first people to get the information. I hope you guys are doing great. Have an amazing week. Bye.